G'day, Ando here from Happy Life Martial Arts. When the gloves come off and you're forced to defend yourself in a real-life self-defense situation, should you use a palm heel or a punch? If you saw my video, How to Punch with a Bare Hand, you'll remember that I said that the best fist is the one that fits the target, I mean. Well, today I thought we could take our analysis a little deeper and try to solve this great debate once and for all. Let's get to it. Okay, let's get this showdown started with a look at alignment. I bet if I picked up a basketball and threw it at your face, you could knock it down with an open hand, no problem. I bet you could do the same if I picked up a computer and threw it at you. I bet I could pick up an espresso machine and chuck it at your head and you would still be able to knock it down without hurting your hand. But punches are a little trickier. Lining up your shoulder and your elbow so that your wrist is straight and that your knuckles can meet the surface of the target evenly requires way more timing and coordination. So without even talking about the dangers of hitting the bones of the head with the bones of the hand, I think it's safe to say that under pressure, when you've got fists and feet and espresso machines flying at your face, the open hand is the safer choice. Point, palm heel. Now let's talk about penetration. The palm heel is more of a blunt force weapon. It's great for rattling the brain or shocking the face or even winding someone if you slam it into their solar plexus. But the fist can really dig into a target. The leading edge of those knuckles can stab and cause a lot of pain. If you don't believe me, try it out on your own ribs. Feel the palm heel, and then feel the knuckles. Nah. Now imagine, don't do it, the same effect on your temple. So this one's an easy call. When it comes to penetration, point punch. Injuries. We all hear self-defense teachers warning that you'll break your hand if you punch someone in the head. Well, even if that was always true, and I don't think it is, that doesn't mean that fighting with open hands is such a great idea either. If you're throwing palm heels, you run the risk of breaking your fingers. I can't tell you how many times I've jacked up my fingers trying to parry or grab or just getting tangled up in someone's shirt. Heck, even getting tangled up in my own shirt. It happens. That's why the safer bet is to always avoid a fight if possible. Because it doesn't really matter if you're throwing palm heels or punches. Either way, you run the risk of being hurt. So, on the topic of injuries, I'm calling this one a tie. Hey, how about reach advantage? Well, there's really no argument on this one. Stick out your hand. That's my palm heel. That's my punch. Palm heel, punch. On my hand, I'd say the punch extends about 3, maybe 4 inches past my palm heel. So that's it. Point, punch. Hold it, hold it. What about the finger jab? The finger jab is longer than a punch. Or what about the second knuckles? It's not very popular, but it has its place. That's a little shorter than the finger jab, but a little longer than the punch. And what about a hammer fist? That's a little shorter than a punch, but it's a little longer than a palm heel. I'm so confused. Okay, let's review. When it comes to reach, the finger jab is your longest weapon. Then comes that second knuckle, like a leopard fist. Then comes a more traditional punch with the big knuckles. Then your hammer fist. Then your palm heel. Wow, that's 5 tools in one toolbox. So what was the question again? Oh yeah, palm heel or punch. By now you should see that it's impossible to declare a winner or a loser. Each weapon has advantages and disadvantages. The real trick is gaining the experience and wisdom to know when to use which tool for which job. So, if you want to be a complete martial artist and have every option available to you in a self-defense situation, then don't just train punches and don't just train palm heels. Train them both. Train everything. Because some days you need a saw, some days you need a screwdriver, and some days you need a hammer. If you like this video, thanks for giving it a thumbs up and sharing with a friend. Until next time, give yourself a hand and keep fighting for a happy life.